Welcome to San Francisco's GNews, where you get all your gay in just one day. We bring you the top LGBTQ+ stories from the left coast and around the globe. Keep in the know on the latest trends, hot topics, and who's messing with your human rights now. We post new videos every Saturday on YouTube and Facebook. So join me, Celso Dulay, and my guest co-hosts every week and get all your gay in just one day. From the city by the bay with San Francisco's GNews.
This week on GNews.
Putting the rainbow in artificial intelligence.
People Magazine's new Coming Out series.
Anna Magical and Marianne Singleton are back!
Plus our Out and About and Crush of the Week.
All of this queer is right here on GNews. Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of GNews. We have the fantastic and most fabulous Cameron Steele here with us again.
I'm so glad to be back.
Happy spring and happy Easter.
Happy Easter. I can't believe it's Easter already.
I know.
Doesn't it feel like it was just Christmas?
It really does.
And it will be again soon.
We normally have an Easter game show competition that we do.
So what's up with that?
Well, we just decided to change things up this year, and so instead of an Easter game show, we're going to do a Folsom game show.
Ooh, playing games at Folsom.
Paddles. Anyone say paddles?
Paddles.
Buzzers.
Do I want to be on that episode?
I think you do.
I think I do.
I think you do, yeah.
Yes. Writing in the date.
Write
yes.
the date.
Okay.
We'd like to thank everybody that has subscribed so far. We're almost to 1,000 subscriptions.
So close.
So close, but we're almost there. So if you're a newbie and you're a first-time watcher, please subscribe.
Yes.
If you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, then please like and share. That way you will never miss an episode.
Do that right now. Hit the buttons. You can do it.
Nothing against the bottoms, but this segment is all about the tops.
When you think of artificial intelligence, Siri and self-driving cars probably come to mind. But what if Alexa was discriminating against you for being LGBTQ+?
Whether you think AI is the golden era or the end of days, it's no dispute that it's here to stay. GLAAD and Google want to make sure that your future housekeeping robot is bias-free.
Unfortunately, queer content on the web is often viewed as negative, which can cause AI algorithms to process it with unintentional bias and censor or delete LGBTQ+ content.
A lot of LGBTQ+ YouTube content creators are familiar with this.
Like us.
This happened to us. YouTube's algorithm wasn't savvy enough to differentiate between LGBTQ+ content and inappropriate content, so it just censored it.
Google says their mission is to help communities have great conversations at scale. We can't be content to let computers adopt negative biases from the abuse and harassment targeted groups face online.
GLAAD says it's collaborating with important organizations like Google to build inclusive AI that accelerates acceptance for all people. So you do not have to wait until October 11th to come out. Right. Which, by the way, is National Coming Out Day, right? You can come out anytime you want. It's so super easy. Anybody can do it.
Well, maybe not that easy.
That's not true.
It can be a little bit difficult. I mean, it's a very personal choice to come out, and who you come out to, when you come out, and how you do it with him. It's all up to you. You don't have to have any pressure about it, and because it can be very difficult and emotional.
Yes, and for some people it can be dangerous. So do take care. But for those of us that have come out, they swung that closet door open and ran into the rainbow. Right? We can assure you that it's more affirming and positive than you can ever imagine.
True that. One of the most powerful things that helps us all is knowing that we're not alone. People Magazine and Entertainment Weekly has been producing a new series titled Coming Out Stories.
The series features LGBTQ+ celebrities like Modern Family's Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Grey's Anatomy's Sarah Ramirez, former NBA player Jason Collins, and Olympic heartthrob Gus Kenworthy.
Oh, right. His story was really sweet. I love that everyone knew already for him.
I know.
Like, he wasn't ready, he wasn't there, but his friends, family, like, oh, we knew. And that's just, it's so encouraging. No one shot him down. No one was upset by it, it seems like.
Yeah.
I think we build up an anticipation that's going to be perceived negatively when we come out. Often it's not as bad as you think.
No, it's not.
So you should come out. That's the long and short of it. Come out wherever you are. The weather's great. The party's great. So come out. It really is more scary than it seems. And it's much better to be positive and all of you, the actual you. So we hope you come out. We put resources down below. So if you're having questions or problems, you can go to those. And also the videos down below so you can check out Gus. And you can check out all the other ones and be more affirmed. But come out.
You're not alone. There are some things that are just timeless and enduring, such as Armistead Maupin's Tales of the City.
Yes. Oh my God. Before I moved to San Francisco, it was like required reading.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone said you must read Tales of the City if you're going to move to San Francisco. It really is an amazing series. So if you don't know it or you've not read it, go get the books. Well, not right now. Watch the show.
After the show.
But after the show, go get the books. It's really fantastic. His near a perfect representation of San Francisco, especially at that slice of time, and his magical and addictive characters that he came up with are why it is still timeless. It's still relevant today.
Absolutely. Armistead Maupin first created his fairy tale as a San Francisco newspaper series in 1974 until it was published into a novel titled Tales of the City in 1978.
5 more books would follow, chronicling the lives of Anna Madrigal, Marianne Singleton, and Michael Mouse. Then, in 1983, the first 3 books were turned into a miniseries on PBS.
Well, thank the rainbow that they are back. Netflix is producing a continuation of the story.
I'm so excited.
Laura Linney is already back as Marianne Singleton, and Olympia Dukakis is coming back as Anna Madrigal.
That those 2 have signed on already makes me so excited.
Absolutely.
So excited.
So ready to watch it.
And I'm so happy that this is coming back. And this is a story, I think, for all time. It should just always be, yay!
It's timeless. Can't wait.
It's that time. Let's go out and about in San Francisco.
Gun violence is unfortunately a reality in our country. And sadly, gun control and gun safety are topics that we are all too familiar with.
As with the shootings that have been happening in all of our schools.
For this week's Out and About, we took to the streets of San Francisco. We joined in solidarity with the protesters marching in Washington, D.C.'s March for Our Lives.
March for Our Lives' mission statement reads, "The mission and focus of March for Our Lives is to demand that a comprehensive and effective bill be immediately brought before Congress to address these gun issues."
No special interest group, no political agenda is more critical than timely passage of legislation to effectively address the gun violence issues that are rampant in our country.
During the first 2 months of 2018, there was a school shooting in the U.S. every 3 days.
That's 18 shootings. 18 in 2 months.
And now the thoughts and prayers just aren't working anymore, and there's some pushback against the NRA.
Thankfully, our youth is leading the way. Go to marchforourlives.com to find out more information, sign the petition to end gun violence, even register to vote, and refuse to allow one more needless death.
Is that your heart beating?
No, it's our Crush of the Week.
I have loved this Crush of the Week forever.
As long as I can remember, yeah. Like starting back in the 80s in Blue Velvet.
That was 1986.
Was it that long ago?
Yes.
and Madonna's sex book, those pictures.
She was so hot in that.
She was the sexiest person in those pictures. Sorry, Madonna. And she was wearing the most clothes.
Yeah.
The menswear she had on, she's just so sexy.
She's just hot. We're talking about Isabella Rossellini.
Beautiful.
She came into our focus this week because of a video and interview she did on Frederick Skavlan's show, where she talks about being rehired by Lancome.
After 23 years.
Yes, so if you guys don't know about this, Lancome fired her when she was 42 years old. That's exactly the same time that she was doing Death Becomes Her.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. And she looked amazing.
Gorgeous.
But Lancome said,
You're too old.
You're too old because the focus of women is youth.
Then, 20-some years later, They call her up.
They want her back.
They want her back. She's 65 now.
And she was hesitant. She was like, have you seen my face? Do we know? Like, you have to fly me out. Look at me. Make sure you know I'm not 40.
So, for all of these reasons and so many more, she is our crush of the week.
Just look at her. Well, that's it for this week's episode of GNews, where you get all of your queer right here with your hosts,
Celso Dulay
and Cameron Steele.
Remember, we're still trying to get to 1,000 subscriptions, so if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. And if you're watching on Facebook, please like and share. That way you will never miss an episode.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Anna Magical and Marianne Singleton are back!
Plus, People's new coming out series. Oh, I just skipped all the words, though.
Magazine. Hi, everybody. Blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
Welcome back. So smooth.
Like butter.
Like butter, like chilled vodka. Okay,
that sounds good.
That sounds better. Right? Maybe I need a chilled vodka.
Oh shit. We've lost one.
We don't want our co-host choking.
Yeah, no choking on the set.
No choking on the set. Okay. You have to do the fake whisper.
Oh.
Eh? There are some things that are just timeless and enduring, like Armis and Ooh, boy, almost had
You're gonna burp.
Yeah, no. That was a slur.
I looked right into your eyes. They were like this big. Like, oh my god.
Well, thank the rainbow that they are back.
Yes.
Netflix is actually doing a continuation of Sex
in the City.
City.
We know where her brain is.
Oh, you want us to read the script? Right.
Fucking directors.
Right? So bossy.
Would it be better if she didn't have that?
No.
I think it's fine.
Side boob.
She
Oh,
says no.
the armpit boob. I don't want that.
I think it's fine.
No to the
I like how all the colors are working. Yeah.